शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं परमपुरुषं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं चिरं विमलमचलं शीलाशीभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि।
Stanza. देहस्तिष्ठतु कल्पान्तं गच्छत्वद्यैव वा पुनः क्व वृद्धिः क्व च वा हानिस्तव चिन्मात्ररूपिणः। So whether the body continues for ages, even up to the end of kalpa, or gets terminated right now, it is not going to add anything to your swarupa, the Ananda swarupa, nor can it subtract anything from you. Now, this is with respect to the physical body. Now, even the creation, whether the creation is there or not, it doesn't bring any change in you, the Chaitanya Swarupa. Tvayananta mahambodhau vishwavichis svabhavataha udetu vastamayatu nate vruddhirnavakshatihi. Tvai ananta mahambodhau svabhavataha vishwavichihi udetu va astam ayatu te vruddhihi na kshatihi va na te vruddhihi na kshatihi va na. So this creation, whether it comes or goes, you are not going to get anything, nor can you lose anything. Tvai, so in you, with that you, come on, give me a The meaning from what in the context only. I want a word from here, nearby stand. Then come on, give little grammatically correct one. Chinmatra Rupini. The Rupinaha, your sixth case. Here locative you have to bring. Chinmatra Rupini Tvai. In you, who is nothing but Chaitanya Swarupa. So Chin Tvai means Chinmatra Rupini. And the Chinmatra Rupa is how? Ananta Mahambodhau. Ananta Mahambodhau. The vast ocean. What ocean? Chit Swarupa ocean. Ananta Chit Swarupa Mahambodhau. No, not any other ocean there. Another thing also, don't take that Chit Swarupa ocean is there. So how many types of oceans are there? Kshirabdi, Lavanabdi, and this is what? Chidabdi. Not that type of ocean is it. So it just means the vastness is shown by ocean name, because generally from what we know, ocean stands for something vast like space it is, so that is how it is. In you, with the Chit Swarupa like limitless ocean. So why say? Because the Jagat is compared to Vichi, a wave. So therefore Chaitanya is compared to a vast ocean. So Ananta Mahambodhau, this Vishwavichihi, this Vishwavichi, entire creation compared to a wave. How is it born? Swabhavataha. What is Swabhava? Avidya, Kama, Karma. Or you can take as Prakriti or Maya, the creative power. So Swabhavataha. Just as in the ocean, waves come on account of wind. There may be surface tension on the water, but wind, because of wind. That means the surface tension is something inherent to the power in that. Because of the wind it comes, so like that. Here, now here also we can see Swabhavataha. So like surface tension, inherent power in the water, so also there is in Brahma, Chaitanya Brahma, there is a power. What is that? Maya, or that is creative power or Prakriti. But only because that just the Jagat doesn't come. Wherever water is there, the surface tension is there, that waves will not come. Wind is required. So what is the wind here? Kama Karma. Kama Karma is the wind. So, and the avidya or Prakriti or Maya is like the inherent power which is there. Otherwise, simply Maya or that Prakriti were to create, do you know what would have happened? If simply avidya or Maya is the cause of creation, what would have happened? All the time there must be creation. No. All the time there is no creation. So therefore, so when these Kama, Karma are mature and they demand the creation, it comes. Just as wind comes, this is there. Otherwise it is calm. So that is how it is. Calm means of a few waves will be there, but big waves will not be there. So we Tvai Ananta Mahambodhau Swabhavataha, on account of avidya, kama, karma, Vishwavichihi, this entire creation compared to Vichi, a wave, let it be Udetu, let it rise up, Va Astam Ayatu, let it subside. Means let the wave come or go like that. That this wave called Vishwa, Jagat, let it come or go. As far as you are concerned, Te Vriddhihina. Only because the Vishwa comes, you are not going to get anything. Va kshatihina. Because the Jagat has got dissolved, pralaya has taken place, you the Chaitanya Atma doesn't lose anything. So, whether the presence of body or not, presence of Jagat or not, you have nothing to gain, you have nothing to lose. You are independent, paripurna swarupa, ananda swarupa, janma marana rahitaha. Again, this appears little, how is it possible? Like such doubts are there. So therefore he appeals to the shraddha. So he says, Tata, again, O Sani, please listen what it is. Otherwise, no general, after too much, if a person has no shraddha and just simply a little curiosity what Vedanta has got or some academic interest exposes, then I say, ये लोग ऐसे ही हैं, because that is their habit to talk all these things, like this badne kai purana, puranatlu vangi, or pothi manu ringna. So all these things come there, and they also get habituated. Not that way. It has to be taken with seriousness, because that is because all the sorrows are centered here. Swamiji, with God's grace, I don't have sorrow, is it not? Some may say, you may not have sorrow. How long? Have you got body? Yes or no? Can you say with that, I have no sorrow? By the time you complete your sentence, what happened? Angina pain started. Or something else started. Or something. So, or that foot got twisted or something, sprain or what that may be. So therefore, so long as the embodiment is there, no one can claim, even though one may think that all is well with me, the person is in for trouble. If not anything, what is there? Hunger? No, I have got affluence, no problem. So, death is there or not? I'm healthy, yes, but death is... No, I don't care for death. That's fine. You may not care for death. Maybe in a exceptional case that in this, let us say, very, very ideal and exceptional case that in this life the fellow has, such is not possible. But let us, as a hypothesis, this person had no sorrows, no disease, not even sneezing at any time, so nothing like that. But still, any guarantee that after this body falls, same thing will continue? God knows. You may be where? I don't know. I don't want to spell out because I had told you. Is it that? You will ask afterwards. So they will not ask in the question answer set. They will come directly to me personally. Is it true? Do you know anything? Have you got some power to know what future is? Why you want to know future? Discard the body right now here and say goodbye once forever to the entire creation. So they said the life should be like a newspaper. What you do? When the newspaper comes, just few headlines or few things of your interest you read and then what? Discard. Do you take it again? No. Today's newspaper is tomorrow's waste paper. So therefore, this life, whatever it may be, whatever failure, whatever accomplishment, irrespective of that, just throw it out so that no more to take back. But when it is possible, know that you are totally free from that. You are Chaitanya Swarupa. See, this is not a pep talk. Keep in mind. Vedanta is not a pep talk to boost your morale or to console you, etc. It is not. It is the truth. And if still you have got doubt, we have to say, you are like that king, Virtuous, who had the minister called Virtue. It's a very nice situation. So like Virtue, you are a king, that is what happens many times. Otherwise, other variety, what is it? It has come. त्यक्तः बुभुक्षुभिः वाग्मि प्राज्ञ महोद्योगम जनम मूक जडालसम करोति तत्वबोधोयम अतः त्यक्तः बुभुक्षुभिः. So if you have given up means where do you belong to? In which category? Kshubhi is true. Only earlier one is there. Not Bubhukshubhi, you are Bubhukshubhi, that's all. You belong to the category of not Mumukshu, but only Bubhukshu. That's why all these problems, questions come. How that progress, etc. possible? How is it, etc.? Because healthies are still there. It needs little viveka, vairagya, maturity. So look here. This is spoken to a mature person who is in for or eligible for moksha. But Shastra before that gives dharma, artha, kama. All their prosperity, etc. are accounted there. But in spite of that, all is not well with me. This is the final diagnosis. It is never be, that means it is just not possible to be a totally a perfect person, a contented person with dharma, artha, kama merely cannot. They can serve as the means, but they are not goal in themselves. So there further it says, Tata chinmatra ruposi nate bhinnamidam jagat. Atah kasya katham kutra heyo padeya kalpana. Tata chinmatra rupaha asi idam jagat te bhinnam na. Idam jagat te bhinnam na. Ataha kasya katham kutra heyopadeya kalpana. Ataha kasya heyopadeya kalpana. Kas katham heyopadeya kalpana. Kutra heyopadeya kalpana. Separately you have to take that. Kasya heyopadeya kalpana. Katham heyopadeya kalpana. Kutra heyopadeya kalpana. Tata, O Sani, with love he says, because the person has to discover this for oneself. Sani, listen. Chinmatra rupaha asi. You are nothing but Chinmatra rupa. Chaitanya rupaha only. Matra means kevala Chaitanya rupaha. No body, no embodiment can ever be your feature. Maybe it appears to be there, but really not there. It has no final, ultimate reality at all. So it is only an appearance, like a snake on the rope. So Chinmatra rupaha asi. Idam jagat. Then you may ask, if I am Chaitanya Swarupa, how is it that Jagat is there? How can you deny the perception or existence of Jagat? So you can't say I am Chinmatra Rupaha only Chaitanya Rupa, because if you say I agree this, what is that? You are Chaitanya there and Jagat also is there, I can agree. But you can't say only Chaitanya is there when this entire Jagat is so perceptibly available. How can you deny that? The doubt may be on the part of the student. For that he says, Idam Jagat, this Jagat, entire creation A to Z of it, Te Bhinnam Na. Te Bhinnam means Tvattaha Bhinnam Na. It is not different from you. How? Come on. Say, this Jagat is not different from you. And what is that you? Chinmatra. If you take body, you can't say Jagat is not certainly different. One body is different from the other. No two things are one and the same. From you, the Chaitanya, Jagat is not different. How?
From the cause.
How will you, any of the prakriyas we have come across to ascertain? That is Shruti. That is okay. No, that is Tasmada, that is Shruti, that is true. Otherwise, reasoning. You take, come on, you name anything from the creation, choice is yours. Any one thing, 5 elements, fine. 5 elements also we can take. Take, somebody said 5 elements. Now let us take one of the 5 elements and analyze. Then it applies to rest of the 5 elements. Or which element you would like to take? Prithvi, somebody said, okay, earth. Huh? Earth is there. Earth is there or not? Yes, that means what is there? Easiness is available in earth. Asti. And now you got, oh, aicha, this is what is being done. Asti. Is the earth known to you? Bhati. No. Then, is it dear to you? Is earth dear to you? If Bombayite, nothing but earth only is required. Even a 1 square foot will, how much it will? Depends on the area, is it not? Priyam or not? You have to say, Priyam, why? If earth were not there, where will they be? No, Swamiji, I will be on the 24th floor. 24th floor is on 23rd, 23rd and 22. Finally, where on? Ground. And the 24th floor that you have constructed or you got constructed through cement and that is iron bar and wood, etc. is what? Earth only. So, Priyam or not? It has got a name, nama. It has got a rupa, form. Anything in the creation has got these 5 facets. Asti is, bhati, known, knowledge principle. Asti means existence aspect comes, sat. Bhati, knowledge aspect, chit. Priyam, ananda aspect, nama, name and form. Now in this, you take any other thing. These 5 aspects are there. But what varies? We take some other thing. Now come on. Any other, now another sample we can take. Which one you would like to have? If you have got any doubt in what I have said, be careful in suggesting now. Do you agree that everything has got asti, bhati, priyam, nama, rupa? Yes? Sure? Okay. Anybody has got headache here? Otherwise I will create headache, okay. Now suppose there is headache. Has it got all the 5 aspects? Asti, yes, is. Bhati, yes, known. Priyam? Come on. Who has the courage to say, headache is dear to me? Then why did you nod your head earlier? Then few are, I think, dear and few are not dear. We are not talking of that dear aspect of it. Priya, not in that aspect. What we are talking is, in anything and everything, there is the ananda aspect. Now you may doubt how in headache ananda can be there. In headache ananda may not be manifest. In earth, with respect to earth, it may be manifest. That is fine. You can't say earth always priyam will be manifest. Suppose you were walking and then what happens? On the mountain you are climbing, from top one boulder came and hit your head. Priyam is earth only. Is it priyam? It is not. We are not talking of manifestation of ananda, but we are speaking of the existence of Ananda. Even now you consider headache, there Ananda is there, may not be manifest. In other case it may be manifest. We are not talking of manifest or unmanifest aspect of Ananda, but we are talking of in anything and everything in the creation besides Asti Bhati Nama Rupa Priya means Ananda also is there. How do you say so? You have headache or not? For suppose a person has got headache. Do you know it or not? That you are suffering headache. How do you know? Come on, how do you know that you have got headache? Suppose if you have got headache, I tell you something interesting. Maybe Vedanta may not be that much that much interesting to many people, but I tell you something which is totally absorbing to you. And at that time what happens? Physically still there, but you are not experiencing that. Why? That vritti of headache is not there at that time because it got superseded by some other powerful vritti, and therefore even though headache is still there, but you are not cognizing. Means headache is there, is known through antakarana vritti. Agreed? Now, how do you know that antakarana vritti? The very fact that you know antakarana vritti presupposes Chaitanya, is it not? Presence of Chaitanya. That Swarupa of Chaitanya is nothing but Ananda. The Swarupa of Chaitanya is nothing but Ananda. So therefore, even in headache, even in those things which otherwise give us sorrow, there is inherent Ananda, because without Chaitanya you can't know. Another thing, any sorrow whatsoever, irrespective of what the cause is, you know how you get it? Through antakarana vrittis. It is just not possible. Even as per neuroscience, and certain part of the brain that emotions are processed, fear, sorrows, etc. When that process function takes place, only you will have the experience of sorrow. In sleep, that particular aspect is not functioning, you have no sorrow. So therefore, sorrow is the product of antakarana vritti. So, but we are talking of that because of which you are aware of even sorrowful vritti of headache, that is Ananda Swarupa. So therefore, anything and everything in the creation has got these 5 aspects. Asti bhati priyam rupam nama chetyansha panchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam. That adyatraya asti bhati priyam, what is it? Chinmatra. Brahma means what? Chinmatra, your swarupa. Is it missing in anything in the creation? Even see, suppose absence of something. See, look here, there is apple. If I say, is there an apple on my palm? No, there is no apple on my palm. Even that, asti bhati priya nama rupa is there. What nama is there? Absence. Rupa means the absence, actually what you feel that. So, asti bhati priya also, that means non-existence is known, because known Chaitanya is there, Ananda is there. So it is true for everything. That Chinmatra never gets missed, always it is the basis. So, and the Nama Rupa differs. And because Nama Rupa comes and goes, it is not all the time, it is false. What is truth is Asti Bhati Priya Chinmatra only. So therefore, this applies to whatever. See, we have taken 2 samples. One is earth, other is, and what applies to earth applies to all the 5 elements. Other is migraine. So in both the cases, what happens now? Chinmatra, say they have no existence apart from you. So therefore, idam jagat te bhinnam na. This jagat te means tattaha bhinnam na, is not different from you. See, look, this to be understood properly. Now, entire jagat is not different from you. Generally, what is your pursuit in life? Get this and give up that, is it not? And what is that this you would like to have? Whatever gives some joy, whatever gives sorrow, you want to discard. Whole life is in terms of this heya upadheya, is it not? Acquisition and rejection. Now come on. What is there that is different from you, Chaitanya? Can you discard yourself? Try. Can you discard yourself? No. So therefore it says, Ataha, because the Jagat is non-separate from you, it has no existence apart from you, you are the very basis for the Jagat. Ataha, Kasya heyopadeya kalpana. What is that you want to acquire or reject? Why? Everything is nothing but you chinmatra rupa only. Katham heyopadeya kalpana. How at all it is possible to get something or get away from other thing? Why? Everything is you chinmatra only. So don't say everything is you chinmatra means at least you are different from me or not. You means who? First you to whom it is told, the speaker. The speaker also is chinmatra rupa, because that's what idam jagat tvattaha bhinte bhinnam na. So therefore the speaker also is nothing but chinmatra only, not different from you. So therefore again kutra heyopadeya kalpana. Where in the entire creation you can say, no, on earth it is not possible. Perhaps in the heaven what can be possible? Heya upadeya. Heya means tyajya. Upadeya means that can be acquired. So nowhere it is possible. So therefore, know the truth that everything is chinmatra swarupa. Again, you are talking of janma, marana, karma, etc., ahankara, etc. Where are these possible? Ekasmin avyaye shante chidakashe male tvai. Kuto janma, kuto karma, kuto hankara evacha. Ekasmin avyaye shanti chidakashe amale tvai. Kutaha janma, kutaha karma, kutaha ahankaraha evacha. In you, one Chaitanya Swarupa, how can this ever be possible? And what type of you it is? Ekasmin, you see, actually all these are adjective for tvai. Tvai, in you which chinmatra rupaha only, in that, what type of tvai that? Ekasmin, the one without the second, means one who is free from eka. You know what different definition? Sajatiya, vijatiya, swagata, bheda, rahita. That which, I'm not going to elaborate, many times we have seen this. So, that which is free from all the divisions of same species, different species, or obtaining in the given member of a species. Ekasmin, avyaye, the one who is vairagya, indestructible. Shanti, the one who is free from any change, modification, vikara, free from karya. Shanti. Chidakashi, the one who is nothing but Chaitanya Swarupa. Akasha is brought because Like Akasha, one is all pervasive, the one who is nothing but Chaitanya, which is all pervasive, that is you. Amale, Amala means Nirbala, means here, pure means Upadhi Rahite. The one who is free from all upadhis. In reality, no upadhis can ever be your feature. Upadhvai in you, he says, he's asking a question, Kutaha Janma? How can birth be possible? Kutaha Karma? How can action be possible? Kutaha Ahankara? How can any Ahankara, erroneous I notion can rise up? Means they can't. How? Now let us take Janma. In you, Janma, birth is not possible. Why? For any birth, what is required? First, some cause must be there. Cause of birth must be there or not. And that cause means different from the thing. So what does it presuppose? Duality, Dvaita. Atma is non-dual. Again, a birth means vikara. Vikara means vikari is subject to destruction. So Vaya Sahita, but Atma is avikari. Atma is Advaya, Atma is avikari. Therefore, Janma is just not possible. For karma, what is required? Upadhis, embodiments. You are free from embodiment. Karma is not possible. Ahankara. For ahankara, what is required? Not simply a body, something more. Antakarna plus not their karmas are not possible. How can the ahankara, this ahankara kartrutva possible? Again, I am this body, for which what is required? Upadhi is required. No upadhi, no ahankara possible. Experiences, for that again, body is required. We are talking of experiences of something, not anubhava swarupa. Atma is Anubhava Swarupa. That Anubhava Swarupa, being the very knowledge principle, doesn't need the instrumentation of any body. But experience of something presupposes body, because of which that bhoktrutva is possible. Therefore, ahankara also is not possible. No body, nothing. So, therefore, ahankar, kutaha, how is it possible? Means none can be at all. And if at all they appear to be there, what is the cause? You don't know your swarupa due to ignorance, that you mistake all these to be your features. Yatvam pashyasi tatraikastvameva pratibhasase. Kim pruthak bhasate swarnat katakaangadanupuram. Yat tvam pashyasi tatra tvam eva ekaha. Yat tvam pashyasi tatra tvameva ekaha pratibhasasi. Yat tvam pashyasi tatra tvameva ekaha pratibhasasi. Katakangada nupuram swarnat pruthak bhasate kim. Katakangada nupuram swarnat pruthak bhasate kim. Yat. Yat means Yat karyam, yadat karyam means whatever the karya jata, jagat that you see, karya means effect in terms of creation. All whatever that is available is effect in terms of creation, that pashyasi. Pashyasi means you see in the sense, not simply seeing, perceive. Whatever you perceive as the jagat, he says, tatra, in and through that jagat perceived by you, tvameva ekaha pratibhasasi. Only you, which you it is? Chinmatra, you, which is karana rupa. Karana rupa, the very basis. Upadhitaha and chaitanyataha. So, pratibhasasi, you shine after, means tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. If you don't exist, jagat doesn't exist at all. If Chaitanya is not there, you can't say even jagat is not there, because you want to say jagat is not there, what is required? Cognition of absence of jagat, which presupposes Chaitanya. So that is how it is indispensable. So therefore, in and through the entire perceived jagat, so it is you only who appear, pratibhasa means you only who appear like the jagat. How is it that if you have a doubt, an illustration is given. Katakangada, that is golden ornaments are not different from the gold. So also jagat is not different from you, the very basis. Kataka, bangle. Angada, that is armlet. Nupura, anklet. So all these, like this, there are varieties of the ornaments made up of gold. They are not different from the gold. Swarnat means Swarnat pruthak. Bhasate kim, do they appear to be, do they happen to be, or do they appear to be different from the gold? Means no. So also you, the Chit Swarupa, is the one who appears as Jagat. Jagat is not different from you. Therefore what you do now, this wrong notion of this is me, that is different from me, I am that, I am this, all these wrong notions, bheda bhava, bheda, these notions, you give up and you just cognize your own true nature. Ayam soham ayam naham vibhagamiti santyaja. Ayam soham ayam naham vibhagamiti santyaja. Sarvamatmeti nishchitya nisankalpas sukhi bhava. Sarvamatmeti nishchitya nisankalpas sukhi bhava. Sarvam Atma iti nishchitya. Ayam, put a comma there. Aham saha, another comma. Aham saha, comma, you will not put after saha, you have to put after aham. Aham saha, after aham you put a comma, means aham saha is one another phrase. Ayam naham, or aham na, not aham ayam na. Next one is aham ayam na, after aham again put comma. Iti vibhagam santyaja. Iti vibhagam santyaja. Add tathacha. Tathacha nisankalpaha sukhi bhava. Nisankalpaha sukhi bhava. Sarvatma iti nishchitya. Having firmly, thoroughly ascertained Sarvatma, I am the Atma of everything. This is not simply ascertainment on the basis of the argument, having direct cognition that I am the Atma, the very basis of everything. Nishchitya. Thereafterwards, of course, without this knowledge you can't give the Bheda Drishti, So having got this, give up all this Bheda Drishti. What is that? I am means this. Whatever that is available as this. When you say this, what does it mean? Aham is always there. This different from aham. So therefore this, that different from aham, that you give up. Also further, so aham saha. Aham saha. So what is that aham saha? I am that. What do you say I am? I am that, let us say, that transcendental Atma. Is it not you are the transcendental Atma? Is it not that you are nirvishesha Atma? And why that also give up? When you say I am that nirvishesha Atma, that which is that earlier one, I? Again you are what? Taking the help of this body. Aham brahmasmi, that aham made this thing but badhita. Why that? Now here, even that one has to rise about that badhita. Having directly cognized, even aham brahmasmi also is what? Right or wrong? Wrong. Why? Because you are starting with the body, but we have to proceed that way. Don't say aham brahmasmi. This Swami said, new invention. What is it? Aham brahmasmi, the statement of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad is wrong. Worth for PhD, okay. I didn't say that. Don't misquote. So, but from the vision of Swarupa, even to say aham means what? This body also is wrong, but we have to proceed that way. That's a badhita. Tattvamasi. That means the vachyartha is negated and lakshartha is taken. That is only one where you can't speak anything about it. So, aham saha. So that means I am that self, Atma, etc. Even that notion. Again, aham ayam na. I am not this. This means what? I am Brahmandam aham na. This Jagat I am not. To say this Jagat I am not, you first cognize Jagat. That also is not a give up that notion. So that in the beginning, yes, you have to negate, etc. That is fine. But finally, get rid of that notion also, because all these are born of not knowing your Swarupa. So, iti vibhagam santyaja, give up, don't entertain such notions of divisions. And thereby what you do? Nisankalpaha sukhi bhava. Nisankalpaha means, that is, without the projection of without the projection, means the false projections. What is called pratibhasaha, pratibhasa of Jagat. So, don't have any of these notions about the Jagat, just abide in your Swarupa. And still, you complain about the Jagat. Do you know who is responsible for that? If you say Jagat is too much for you, you are responsible, because you know who has created Jagat? You have created Jagat. Therefore, better you set it right. Don't expect help from any other quarters. Shastra, teaching, all may give you guidance, but finally who has to discover? You have to see. A person who is hungry, if wants to appease the hunger, who has to eat the food? Hungry person. A sick person has to take the medicine. Like that, here, you have created this Jagat because of your ignorance. Get rid of that ignorance. Know that everything, nothing but Atma, Brahma only. Tavaivadnyanato vishvam tvamekah paramarthataha. Tvat त्वत्तोऽन्यो नास्ति संसारी ना संसारी च कश्चन तव एव अज्ञानतः विश्वम् एड अतः परमार्थतः त्वम् एकः अतः to be added परमार्थतः त्वम् एकः further add अतः त्वत्तः अन्यः कश्चन संसारी नास्ति असंसारी च न अस्ति संसारी नास्ति असंसारी च न अस्ति तव एव अज्ञानतः विश्वम you can say utpannam. This jagat is created because of your ignorance. Don't blame anyone. However miserable guy you may be, you are responsible for that, because first you have created the jagat and then you suffer on account of that. So that means tava eva ajnata vishwam. Therefore, so what you do now? What is the truth now? Tvam, that is paramarthataha tvam ekaha. In reality, you are the only one who exists. Earlier it was told in Stanza 12, Jagat te bhinnam na, idam jagat te bhinnam na. This jagat is not different from you. Means the jagat has no existence apart from Chaitanya, that is you. Paramartha, from ultimate reality, though from Nama Rupa it may appear to be different, but in reality it is only you only. So therefore, tataha tvattaha anyaha, anyone other than you is not there. Who are the other one? Tvattaha anyaha samsari asamsari cha kaschana na. Anyone other than you, samsari. Samsari here is other than you. Which you? Chinmatra you. Who is that other one? Samsari you can take jiva. So other than you, there is no one called jiva. Asamsari, who is asamsari? Muktaha. Other than you, there is no one who is muktaha. Or you can take this way also. So that asamsari, instead of mukta, you can take who is the other one who is available as asamsari? Ishwara. Other than you, as Ishwara, as asamsari, Ishwara is not there. Means you are the jiva, you are the Ishwara. And what is that you? Chinmatraha. See. So therefore jivatva and Ishwaratva comes and goes. It is something false. You alone is true, that Chaitanya alone is true. भ्रांति मात्रमिदं विश्वं न किंचिदिति निश्चयी निर्वासन स्फूर्ति मात्रो न किंचिदिव शाम्यति इदं विश्वं भ्रांति मात्रम इदं विश्वं भ्रांति मात्रम न किंचिद इति निश्चयी न किंचिद इति निश्चयी निर्वासनः स्फूर्तिमात्रः एड सन न किंचिदिव शाम्यति न किंचिदिव शाम्यति. Actually this 3/4 of this stanza is same as 8th stanza of 11th chapter. Except Bhranti Matramidam Vishwam, there it is Nanascharya-midam Vishwam. Actually, only Bhranti Matram and Nanascharya. Only this differs. Rest entire stanza is one and the same. I think I need not comment, is it not? It is same as the earlier one. So that idam vishwam bhranti matram. This jagat is only bhranti. What is bhranti? Erroneous notion. Is born of something that is not true, error. So error. And what is the why error? Because you don't know your swarupa. Idam vishwam bhranti matram na kinchit. Na kinchit means na pruthak sattavan. Means pruthak satta rahitam. It has no independent existence apart from you, the Chaitanya. Iti nishchayi. Jnani is the one who has ascertained that the jagat is born of error due to ignorance, and it has no separate existence apart from Chinmatra, you, my Swarupa. So therefore, Nirvasanaha Spurtimatraha San. So Nirvasanaha. So Nirvasanaha means Vasana Rahitaha. So being free from all these mentations, so and all these impressions that cluster in the antakarna, because of which you get denied of direct cognition of your true nature in spite of gaining the knowledge. So that means for Jivan Mukti state, etc. So Nirvasanaha Spurti Matraha, who is Kevala Chaitanya Swarupaha. Spurti Matra means Kevala Chit Swarupaha, Spurti Matraha. Nakinchideva Shamyati. Nakinchideva Shamyati means one abides in Swarupa. Nakinchideva means without engaging in any vyavaharas, or Nirasta Ashesha Visheshaha, free from all Visheshas. So because Nirvasana was told, Shamyati, one remains, means one abides in one's own Swarupa. So the Jagat is born of error. What is there is only you only. So cognize that. Eka eva bhavam bodha vasidasti bhavishyati. Nate bandhosti moksho va krita krutya sukham chara. Bhavam bodhau add tvam ekaha eva asid asti bhavishyati. Te bandhaha na asti mokshaha va na asti add ataha. Ataha kritakrityaha san sukham chara. Sukham chara. Bhavan, so that is you, Ambodhau. In this Ambodhi, what is Ambodhi? Now this Ambodhi is different from earlier Ambodhi. Earlier where it has come. Tvayananta Mahambodhau, 11. That Mahambodhi was Chaitanya Swarupa, whereas here is Vishwa, Jagat as ocean, Samsara Sagara. This was Samsara Sagara. So therefore, that is Bhava Ambodhau, means in this Samsara Sagara, Bhavan, you, that means you the great one, Tvam, that is Ekaha eva asi. Ekaha eva asid. Only you and you alone were there in the past. Asit means past tense, were in the past. Asti, now also you and you alone is there. You are there. Bhavishyati, you and you alone will be in future. Means in the creation samsara sagara, in the past, present, in the present and in future, who is there? Only you is there. And it sounds to be absurd, no? Huh? How is it? Huh? That's why I say that all that is learned so far should be there. Without Chaitanya, you, there is nothing. And if any Nama Rupa appears to be there, it comes, goes, it is false in nature. And still, if you think that no, many things are there, you are mistaken. Why? Your attention is focused where? Bhranta, Jagat, discarding the cognition, appreciation of your Chaitanya Swarupa. So, therefore, Bhavishyati, that being the case, Te bandhana. When you and you alone are there, where is the bondage? And what type of you it is? Chaitanya. And what do you mean by Chaitanya you? Janma Marana Rahita, Ananda Swarupa, Vinasha Rahita. What bondage? So what is bondage? What is moksha was told? A prominent definition was given. Moksha is Vishaya Vairasyam and Bandha is Vishaya Sakti. Is it not? Visheshu Anuraga is bondage and this. Now, when you and you alone are there, what Anuraga you are talking? To have asakti, Vishaya must be there or not? Vishaya must be different from you. So therefore there is nothing different from you. So therefore, where is the bondage? Bandhaha na asti, nate bandhate bandhaha na. Oh, then I must be having moksha. He says, mokshaha na. Why moksha is not there? Moksha with respect to bandha. When bandha itself is not there, there is no moksha. See, you can say the sun is uncovered now, or sun is uncovered because earlier you saw the clouds and sun was covered. But sun can't say, I was covered and now I am uncovered, can't say. Therefore, bandha moksha for you because you mistook for yourself as bound and therefore moksha. But when you know that you don't know, means you are nitya mukta swarupa. If at all we have to use the word moksha, muktaha, nitya mukta swarupaha, never baddhaha, then what will happen? So therefore moksha also is not there. Therefore what do you do? Krutakrityaha san sukham chara. Being the one who is krutakrityaha, the one who has accomplished what is to be accomplished in life, sukham chara, live happily, conduct yourself happily means you can't be otherwise than happiness. So that means what is to be done now? That I am ekaha eva, that you cognize all the time. Your swarupa you cognize, thereafter there is nothing that no sorrow can ever touch you. Then why sorrows come? Listen. This is because sorrows come, don't entertain such causes. Ma sankalpa vikalpabhyam chittam kshobhaya chinmaya. Upashamya sukham tishtha svatmanyananda vigrahe. Chinmaya tvam sankalpa vikalpabhyam chittam makshobhaya. Upashamya svatmani ananda vigrahi sukham tishtha. Chinmaya. He is addressing us, you are who? Chinmaya. Chit, Maya, Chinmaya. That Maya, Mayat Pratyaya here is Prachurya, not Vikare. Because Mayat also, this suffix Mayat can also be for Vikara. So here it is Prachurya. Prachurya means saturation. Saturation sense, what does it mean Chinmaya? Chinmatra, earlier told, Chinmatra, only Kevala Chit Swarupa. You are nothing but Kevala Satchit Swarupa. And Kevala Chit Swarupa is always Ananda Swarupa. There cannot be any room for any Kshobha. Because Kshobha or agitation, when they do the Sukha, Dukkhas, when do they come? Agitation, restlessness, sorrows, when do they come? When the vrittis are there. So that means in you Chinmaya, Chinmatra Swarupa, vrittis are there? No. When they will come? When you create them. You are the author of them. Therefore he says, Sankalpa Vikalpabhyam Chittam Makshobhaya. Says, don't make this antakarana that is replete with sankalpa and vikalpa, whereby you can get, that means your antakarana can get agitated, and by mistake you will superimpose that agitation on your chit swarupa and will take that, oh, I am restless, I am agitated. Sankalpa vikalpa abhyam. By sankalpa vikalpa. Why sankalpa vikalpa come? Why thoughts rise up in the mind? Desires, actions, even by perception, seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, which adds as the beginning point. Earlier already the program is there. Where? Antakarana. In the Antakarana already program is there. And the perceptual world serves as the feeding, and based on the program you go on reacting, again thoughts start. So that karma, and all this perception based on the earlier samskaras, they give rise to sankalpa, vikalpa type thought, and the chitta gets kshubda, and then what you want? You want to meditate. What for? To get peace. Now, which course to join, because there are many things available. Market, Bombay market, many are available. And many come for a week from states also. Starting from five-star hotel onwards, there are tailor-made to your purse, okay. So all these things. So why? Peace, to buy peace. But who created? You only created, better don't. No, like scratching, no? You go on scratching, it bleeds. And still you go on scratching. You, it is bleeding. Stop scratching. It will not bleed. So that's how it is. So like this, say chittam mak shobhaya. So what do you do therefore? Upashamya means free from all sankalpa vikalpas, free from that volitions, decisions, desires, considerations. That is, upashamya means uparata sankalpa vikalpaha bhutva. Being the one from whom all sankalpa vikalpas are warded off, swatmani ananda vigrahe sukham tishtha. In your swarupa, which is swatmani, in your swarupa, which is ananda vigraha, the very embodiment of ananda means ananda matra, no trace of sorrow at all, nothing but ananda. Sukham tishtha means anayasena tishtha, abide, that means effortlessly. How you can abide effortlessly? Is it not difficult? Therefore he said, sankalpa vikalpabhyam chittam ma kshobhaya. Don't agitate your mind because of sankalpa vikalpa. Is it possible now? You need not answer me. If you are in Mahabaleshwar, not that also not possible. Because the Swami has not allowed us to go to sightseeing, etc. What to do now? He says he will give 1 day, but 1 day means how long we have to wait, having come here, etc. How to go to Pratapgarh and all that. Don't go to Pratapgarh, it is very far. I should not have spelt it. Okay. So, like this, etc. How is, etc. Even they are also difficult at us. So therefore, we create all this ashanti. Why? Because we can't this thing. There are hopes and expectations and desires with respect to what? Jagat. Embodiment onwards with respect to Jagat. So therefore, why are they? Because wrong assessment. Assessment is wrong. So therefore what you do, set right the assessment. Where will you set right the assessment to begin with? Went round and came where? Viveka, vairagya. From there again go back. So therefore chittam, finally discover swarupa, chittam mak shobhaya. And this way abide in your swarupa, ananda swarupa. That means we should now, what you should do? We should now meditate on this. He says, Tyajaiva dhyanam sarvatra ma kinchid hrudi dharaya. Atma tvam mukta evasi kim vimrishya karishyasi. Sarvatra eva dhyanam tyaja. Sarvatra eva dhyanam tyaja. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam
Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina